That's twisted.
This is Mark McNease with my co-host Rick Rose, and you're listening to another edition of The Twist. Rick, what's going on there?
Hi, all. Hello.
Isn't that cool? We got our introduction on the video now.
We are growing after 300 some episodes. We're working on the technology of it all, Mark. Good job.
312. I always say the number because it just thrills me.
It's exciting. Yeah, guys, Mark has been working hard to make sure we can have a flawless audio and video experience. If you're hearing us on audio, because that's what you're used to, just know you can go to YouTube channel, The Twist Podcast, and you can watch us as well. Right, Mark?
Yeah, I want to give him some specifics on that because one of our fans was looking for it and didn't understand. It's youtube.com/at the Twist Podcast. You can also search for it, but we're not the only one. We're the oldest Twist podcast for sure, but it's at the Twist Podcast after the backslash.
Nice.
And be sure to like it, subscribe, please, because we're trying to grow that. We find it's a unique URL for our show now, and it includes transcripts. All you got to do is click not closed captioning, what's the word, but anyways, subtitles. If you go to your YouTube and you click subtitles, you'll actually see all of this, the transcript of the show, and those are also now included on the audio versions. So we're on Amazon's Music, Spotify.
We're accessible to people of all different levels. And my pencil, as people just saw, is my back scratcher. I got to remember we're being videotaped now, and I can't.
We are video. You always got to remember that.
Like this and stuff.
Right. We can't pick our noses. We can't sneak away.
Do that. Although we can show off our mugs. Let me show you. You'll be excited. I was carrying a really full cup of coffee. Had to reflect on my days of carrying martinis and coffees when I was a waiter. But look who's on it. Look.
Is that you and me? Oh, it's you and Emma.
Me and Martha.
I have something with a lobster on it from one of our many trips to Maine.
Oh, very nice. Well, cheers. Happy New Year, or happy, what are we? Happy holidays.
Yeah, and if you're listening, there's ads on the show now, which is fun.
That's cool. Makes us official.
I can't say it's fun because I'm not a big fan of ads, but we need them.
Yeah,
every 20 cents is 20 cents. You know what I mean?
Well, people have to understand. Mark, also what we need is cookies. 'Tis the season. I had Donna here visiting, my best friend, who you know is also a chef, and we're having a cookie exchange at the Harm Reduction Center I help out at. And I've never done one of those, so I want to make sure I had the best cookies. So on her last night here, she made the cookies for me. I was her assistant, and I didn't do so well. Instead of handing her vanilla, I gave her peppermint. So now we have chocolate chip candy cane flavored cookies.
Wow.
Which
I love that.
will win. I think, it's so good. And meanwhile, her wife is cooking really fancy because her wife is a pastry chef. Nice, Mark. You surprised me. Her wife, Lisa, hey, Lisa, is a pastry chef, and she sent me a photo of the UPS thing saying she sent me some cookies. So 'tis the season for cookies.
Absolutely. Also, we're going to be doing a welcome video, and probably the first of the year. You and I are going to do it. It's like a permanent welcome video that we can have on the page at twistpodcast.com, which is where you can take our surveys, which we will get to later.
Yes. And I did take it yesterday. Just so you know, I did my homework because I know you questioned me on it. And so it's done. Yes.
Now we're heading into the show. I'm calling myself a Hoosier again. I'm really happy about that because I was raised in Indiana. Indiana is my home state. I don't often say that. I wasn't born there. I was born in Mississippi, but I was raised in Indiana from the age of 2 until I fled at 18. But my parents are buried there, and I went back every year and all this other stuff. But anyways, the Indiana Senate, as you know, refused to redistrict. And that required quite a few Republicans to say no to Donald Trump, who threatened yesterday, or the day, well, he threatened before they did this, that he was going to cut off their funding. Like he said, we're not going to pave your roads and we're going to cut off all your funding. I mean, it's just extortion. It's just horrible. But I am so proud, so very proud that I'm calling myself a Hoosier again. So I know that's a news thing, but I'm really happy about it.
And do all Hoosiers wear reindeer horns like you're wearing? Antlers or whatever they're called?
No, but it's a Christmas holiday.
Oh yeah, true. They are there. It is. It sure is. Well, that's good news.
By the way, did you update your iPhone? It got a new update.
I know it does, and I'm nervous to do it. My mom didn't like it. I'm like, well, that's mom.
Oh, I love it. It's like it's almost like getting a new iPhone because it's like they're like transparent. All the little icons are you can sort of see through them, and I think it's
Really?
really cool. I mean, I
Yeah, I'm
really
going to
like
do
it.
it tonight. I don't want to do it during the day in case something happens, but no, I'm going to definitely do that.
Now, I just got a couple of personal things. Frank and I went to New York City on Monday. We took the bus in because that's how we get there. And we had lunch with Steve Wiley, who is going to be probably my first interview in the new year on
Nice.
this. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, I actually have an editing suite. So I'm gonna try, Rick. I'm gonna try to edit the video into this. So anyways, it's gonna work. We have so many plans for the new year. I'm so excited. But
Hi,
Steve is,
Steve. Hi,
hi,
Steve.
Steve. He's a super fan. He's really nice, really nice. His husband, Steve, is wonderful, just fabulous guy.
Steve and Steve?
The Steves, I call them the Steves.
No, that's nice.
And we went to Bryant Park and where I bought a beautiful
Oh,
scarf.
so Christmassy. Yeah.
And then we went to a restaurant called Chez Josephine, which was named after Josephine Baker, the Black American performer who moved to Paris in I think
It's
the
right
20s, a long
next to
time ago.
Playwrights Horizons. It's been around a
Yes, it's
long
such a great
time.
restaurant.
One of my
I,
favorite restaurants of all times. I love the atmosphere there, the
oh yes,
darkness.
it's red and it's so cozy, and it's got images of Josephine all over the place, including the paper towels, not the paper towels, but in the bathroom, that you wipe your hands on. It's Josephine Baker napkins kind of thing,
No, I
and
didn't know that. And shout
yes, I
out to it, Mark, because seriously, I was doing my internship, new dramas playwrights rise in the theater district when I was 20 and I am now 60. So that restaurant's been open over 40 years.
Yes, and here's a really fun thing. There were only a couple of tables there. We got this beautiful table in the window.
Yes, I
So,
know the
and then
seat.
the young waiter, because to me anything under 40 is probably
40.
young.
Yeah.
So he waited. He was so sweet. His name is Andy, and he waited on us, and
Andy.
he gave us the history. He said that Josephine Baker's son started the restaurant.
Yes,
He
he
passed
did.
away in 2018, and he left it to a man named Manuel, who had been a manager of her manager, or something like that. And he goes, and that's my father. So
Oh, cool.
yes, Andy's been there for 10 years, and he was so nice. And he gave them all champagne. He gave everybody champagne. I don't drink, of course, so I said no. But after the end of the meal, he gave everybody a glass of champagne. So if you're in New York City, you got to go to Chez Josephine on 42nd Street,
It is one of a
414
kind
West
experience.
42nd.
There were tons of theater people. Andrew Lloyd Webber used to go there all the time, speaking of Martha. And it's cool that you say that because here we are where we're at in our life. But back then, I fantasized about being able to sit at that front table at Chez Josephine.
Yeah,
Now
we
that we're
got it.
adults with
We got it.
retirement funds, we get to do the things we fantasized
Well,
about.
it's not that expensive. They have a prefix lunch for $30.
You got to be kidding me.
Right. Appetizer, entree, dessert. Get it.
Oh,
And then
you might just fly out for it, Just
yeah,
fly out for it.
my only other personal thing is that Frank's treadmill broke, which is kind of a, really inconvenient thing, but it turns out it's under warranty still, so he's going to get it fixed. But anyways, so it's like, what are we going to do? And because I don't even really use it, but um, so the gym in New Hope a few years ago, there's a program called Silver Sneakers, and a lot of insurance companies pay for it. So you can join
Yep.
the gym, and if you're
Yep.
65 and you got this insurance plan, they'll pay for it. So anyways, Humana Advantage paid for it a few years ago, but
Nice.
Supplemental did not. Now all of their customers can get it. So, anyways, I joined the gym for free. I don't know how often I'm going to go, but I like to just go and hang out and get out of the house. So, I joined Silver Sneakers. Frank joined. Yeah, life is great. Love it.
I love that. And I love that people think proactively about health. I've followed Silver Sneakers, like I wished I could, go to Shea Josephine. Now I wish at 60 I would be 65 so I could wear my silver
Oh
slippers,
yeah, you want to be 5 years older so you can
sneakers.
get a free gym membership.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that would be nice. I only use my gym membership now to tan, to be quite frank with you. My friends are always like, I'm like, guys, I'm busy. I'm at the gym. They're like, yes, you're in the tanning bed. But hey, it's my prerogative, right, Mark?
It's my prerogative. You remember Bobby
It's
Brown?
my prerogative. My
Prerogative.
personal page. I got a few things, a couple
Tell me.
updates to give
Tell me.
people. Yeah. Well, in Wisconsin, in Madison specifically, we name our snowplows. Speaking of the winter season, they're called names like Ann Pathaway and Plower
Oh,
to
I
the
love
People.
that.
Yeah, Plower to the People. And you can get actual trading cards. People are trading cards about snowplows. So, hey, don't let the snow get you down. You can have fun with it, right, Mark?
I love that.
That's cool.
We should do
Also,
that.
this is interesting because I went out to Pittsburgh. I've talked about it on the show. My friend Mario, Shara, and Q live out there. And one of the things I discovered out there, and you may know because you go to Pennsylvania, this thing, that bug, what's that bug called? Lantern flies, the invasive
Oh
bug.
yeah, we're here. They tell you to kill them. I mean, they tell you to step on
Well,
them.
they want you to kill them there too, and they're beautiful.
Oh,
But
well, yeah, they're very pretty, but they're
I
very
think so. But
destructive.
they are. But here's good news. Bees are collecting a sticky secretion left by invasive lanternflies out in Pennsylvania, and they're carrying it to their hives. So the result is a darker, mysterious new kind of honey. And they said it's very smoky, savory, salty, fruity flavor. Yes, I know. Wow. Others say the insect poop honey tastes very weird. So next time you have a chance, because you're on that coast, check it out. Let me know what you think.
I will.
That would be good.
That's
Hey, the Golden Globes were announced this week. I was very excited because Jennifer Lawrence was nominated, and I had hoped she would be.
Twisted.
That is twisted.
I
But
gotta
well,
figure out how to make it play, like immediately play, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
I just
Hang
might
with
need to
us,
slow
people.
down and know you're going to surprise me. But the cool thing about Jennifer Lawrence, her mom is a friend of mine, which I've shared on the show. And it was so cool because I wrote Karen with pride. I'm like, Karen, congratulations to Jen on being nominated. And Karen didn't know. And then I felt like, oh my
Wow.
God, was that my place to say something? She goes, of course. I'm just happy to hear the good news.
Oh, so she was nominated.
She was. And her movie is really, really, really powerful. I haven't talked about it on the show, but a friend of mine recently who I saw looked really good. And she had just had two babies. Pam, our friend Pam. So it was her
Yeah.
daughter-in-law. And I said, man, you look good. And then afterwards, she sent me this thing. And let me make the connection here. Jennifer Lawrence's movie called Die for Me is about postpartum. And
Oh,
Jennifer
yeah.
talks about,
Yeah.
yeah, her second child kind of did that. Well, here's this thing. And my friend told me about it. It's the Get Your Pink Back. It's based on the flamingo. So there's a woman named Lindsay Girk. She's an entrepreneur, and in November of 2022, Lindsay started this group called Get Your Pink Back, an inspirational
Hmm.
clothing line created around the concept that flamingos, both male and female, so think about this. Um, are you there?
I'm here. Can you see me?
Oh, yeah, something just popped up on the screen. Can
Weird.
actually lose their pink coloring while raising their young because so much of their food and energy goes back to the chicks. But eventually they get it back. So think of that. Sometimes it can happen to men, women, you have a baby, maybe your first child, you're not sure how to maneuver it. Guys, you can get your pink back. Flamingos go through the process. You can be low in energy, but you can jump back and have a good life. How about that?
I want to get my pink on.
Well, how do you get
Get
your
your
pink
pink
on?
on. I don't
You
know.
got to get it
I
off
like the way it
first.
sounds though.
Put your pink on. You could start that as a phrase if you'd like.
Get your
Um,
pink
and
on.
and one last thing I found here in Wisconsin that I really love, Verona High School, which isn't far from here. The kids in the city and the school council, they do this line called the Elf line. Last week I talked about the Elf website, Elfster. You can go on and do your Secret Santa. But get this, Mark, it's so adorable. They turn over the phones at the school. So there's only like three lines or something, and each of them plays an elf. And people call back to talk to their elf about some serious stuff or some fun stuff. And some even call back and say, can I talk to Marky the elf? Because they like Marky the elf. And then they have to run and get Marky the elf, and he comes in and talks. I just love that. I love the kids created the idea because they want to spread good spirit. There's these school clubs my mom was telling about that kids join now where their goal is to really just bring kindness and goodness to the world. Did you know that? That's pretty
No, but
cool.
we need that.
We do. We need
We
way
need
more of
lots
it.
more of it.
So shout out to Verona High School. That's what I got. That's my personal page.
All right, we're gonna get into some fun facts. Hang on a second. Excuse me. I'm pulling up my fun facts.
Cool. Well, and they've been doing this, by the way, for 11 years. And while you're pulling them up, I'm going to tell you something. You did not just do that. Guys, that was not a sound effect. Mark's face looked like this. And I have a fart machine. I can pull it out.
Now I gotta stop it. I gotta get serious here. But anyways, fun facts are about ice skating because one of the things at Bryant Park that is there every
Oh, yeah.
winter is
They're
this
going.
ice skating rink. So I thought it would be fun to, learn some things I didn't know about ice skating. Early skates were bone. They were made out of bone, literally. The earliest ice skates, used over 4,000 years ago, were made from animal leg bones, usually horse
Wow.
or deer, and strapped to the feet. Can you imagine? Here's one we definitely didn't know. Figure skaters skating was once manly and muscular. In the 1800s, figure skating was considered a rugged sport for men only. None of those little skirties, with moves designed to show off strength. The graceful spins and jumps we know today came later, after Stonewall.
Wow.
The first skating rinks were ice. They were not ice at all. Before refrigeration, fancy hotels built indoor rinks out of a weird mixture of lard, salt, and sawdust to mimic ice. Can you imagine?
I can't.
It's kind of gross. Ice dancing has strict rules, which we know, including how long you can stare at your partner.
What?
Yeah, partners must maintain character appropriate eye contact, but not too much, or it looks like a soap opera on skates.
Hmm.
So no longing, stares at your partner, even if it's a same-sex couple. Blades don't cut the ice. Here's one I didn't know. And I told somebody this yesterday, and she didn't know it either. They melt it. Did you know that?
I had
Your
no
s-
idea.
your skate blade creates a thin layer of water as you glide, letting you slip across the surface. So
Is it
you're not,
because of the friction, like the heat that gets
yeah, yeah. So you're actually not skating on the ice. You're melting it. It's like physics. It's like instant.
it makes sense though.
You're like hydroplaning on your skates.
That's
I
fun.
I love it. Now, I got to. Oh, you have fun facts, or were you doing the
No, I
survey?
don't have fun. Yeah, you know what? I want to just update folks on a few things we're talking about on the show because they're fun facts. So I had talked about this series. It was my my pick last week called Heated Rivalry. You guys haven't started it yet, right?
No, but I was reading about it.
Yeah, so it was interesting. Their episode number three, it's about, like I said, the Russian and the American opposite hockey teams. It's based on a book and they fall in love. But episode three was one of those diversion episodes where they went totally off and they focused on another love tryst between two other hockey players. I think both bisexual. I'm not sure. I haven't watched it yet. So a lot of people are disappointed because they only saw the main lead, Shane and Ilya, for a short bit. But others just loved what happened with Scott Hunter and Kip Grady. They're the main characters of book one. And they kind of come out in this story in the third episode. So that's cool. I also wanted to shout out, we talked about Wicked, and we talked last show about on our show, we've interviewed the father of the one that plays Alphabet's sister, and she just got on the cover of Harper Bazaar. Marissa Bodie is on the cover of Harper Bazaar in her wheelchair. Isn't that cool?
Oh, so she really is in a wheelchair.
Yeah, yeah. She's the first first person to play that character who also is in a wheelchair. So I thought that was really, really cool.
I applaud that. I didn't
Well,
know that.
and then yeah, that's really what I got. Charlie told me something, by the way, just to catch up, because good old Charlie. Right after we were talking about the pumpkin smash,
Hmm.
remember? We were talking about, hey, we should have thought of that. He talked about the pumpkin drop and he sent me a video where they actually also
Wow.
take pumpkins like from high floors and they drop them like New Year's.
Wow.
Yeah, so thanks, Charlie, for that update. That's all I got. Fun facts, fun
Thank you,
facts.
Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. Um, the survey, we have another survey, and I kind of because we're coming up on the end of the year, and we a lot of folks do a lot of places do like the words to retire or whatever. So the survey this week, and we'll read it next week, is what words or phrases do you never want to hear again in 2026? These you can take it at the twistpodcast.com or Friends of the Twist Podcast Facebook page. Do please go and join the page. It's public. Anybody can join. And you can comment. You can do whatever. You can say whatever you want to there. Although, I mean, if you're, some like horrible person comes on there, I will delete them. But yeah, join our Facebook page, Friends of the Twist Podcast. Here are the
Nice.
words: manosphere. Now, I gotta explain that because Nicole Wallace says it all the time, and I
Yep.
I, I don't like it. Manosphere. It's like where Joe Rogan and all those people do their thing. Woke or anti woke, either way. Herd. You know where that comes from, the restaurant business, which I didn't realize until we
You
started watching
heard
The Bear. Herd. They say it in
like when an order's put in or something?
right. They say it in kitchens, so
Yeah,
they
that makes
they
sense.
heard you, but it's annoying. Like
I I say because it's easy to say acknowledged,
herd,
like
herd.
gotcha. Yeah.
I don't like it. Another one you hear all the time is 100%, 100%, 100%,
Yeah, I know. Well,
100%.
that's also Gen Z has adopted it. They just go 100. You don't even use the percent.
I
You just
don't
say,
like it. It's like, I
I
mean,
like
it's
the new one, 100. It's updated.
100, 100,
100. Yep.
herd,
Try it, Mark. You might like it.
cringe. I mean, I do say cringe.
It's not going away. It's kind of popular
No, I
now.
can
People
I
understand.
have use for that word. Or pick one of your own, and you can just enter in the comments what your word is. You know what my two words? Should we just tell people?
Yeah.
No, or do we don't want to influence
What do
them.
we do when we reveal? You
Yeah,
can
we'll do
choose.
it when we reveal them.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. Take the survey.
You know what I was going to add, but I didn't. I picked one of the choices you gave me, but I was going to add one, and it was going to be drop trout.
Wow, that's
People
weird.
don't know
Who
that. Like,
says that? I know what it means, but where do you say that?
I say it and I love it, but I'm like, I got to stop saying it because it really means drop your
I was going to
trousers.
say, do they comply when you say
No,
that to
because I'm
them?
not a drop trow means like,
Drop your pants.
no, but it also means like, let's lay it out, doesn't it? Like, let's drop some trout. No, am I wrong?
No, I've never heard it used like that.
I think I used
I
it in
thought
a
it meant,
public.
hey, dude, drop trowel.
Let's drop trout. I thought it meant like, hey, man, maybe I'm watching too much Heated
And
Rivalry,
he
Mark.
says heard, and you go 100%.
That's so
Did you?
cringe that he
It's
says
so
drop.
it's so cringe. Did you see the any of the pictures that are coming out about from Epstein? Like one of them, just one of
Ugh,
them is
ugh, puke.
the Trump condom. Like he had a little Epstein, he had like a little box on the table somewhere and it said Trump condoms for $4.50.
He did not.
That's cringe, boy. That's cringe.
Everything about that thing was cringe. You know what I mean?
It's really fucked up.
You know what this
Um,
other phrase, this new phrase that's getting by, someone used it this morning. I'm probably not doing it right. It's past me. Like if you don't want to hear what someone's saying, you say past me or something like that. I'll get the detail.
that's the new talk to the hand.
That's the new talk. I'll get the deets. I'll bring the deets on the
The
next
deets
show.
and we have Riz. The twist has Riz for sure. And you remember baby bump? Like 5 years ago, I that was my word that
Oh, is that
I
when you were pregnant?
no, but I was so sick of hearing it. You don't hear it that much anymore. I just don't watch enough entertainment news or whatever. But like this one's got a baby on it. This one's got a baby. I hated the phrase baby
What does it
bump.
mean? I don't
She's
remember.
pregnant. She's pregnant.
Oh, yeah, it's got a baby bump.
She
But
got a baby bump. I don't like it.
oh
It's a
yeah, they used
child.
it when Rihanna was pregnant. You know what? We do usually in the New Year's we do this words of the year. Remember, we kind of do a
We're
forecast of
doing
what's
it
going.
early.
Oh yeah, we just gave it to you as an early gift, guys. So yeah, cool. Take the survey. Drop trout. Drop trout.
Drop chow. Drop chow.
Oh, hey, speaking of the young generation, new words and stuff, someone told me the other day, and this is so true. You know how everybody carries their water bottles and they're huge, like plop
Yeah.
them on the table. And
Yeah.
so now theaters allow you to bring water bottles in because they assume there's
Oh,
water, right?
nice.
Yeah, I mean, they
Yeah.
can't really argue it. We're supposed to be hydrating. Although someone like Rick Rose would fill it up with vodka and do my thing. But someone told me that water bottles are the new pacifiers for the new generation.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Like you have to have a water bottle. It's your pacifier.
Yeah, not
That's
surprised at all.
only here on the twist do you learn things like that.
Now, I do not have a recommendation this
What?
week.
Huh?
Do
What?
you have anything?
I'm looking.
I haven't had a chance to watch much of anything. And, the
No.
second season of Matlock, I mean, what can I say? You know what I mean?
Well, I that's all you got. And they got a lot of nominations at the Golden Globes too. Kathy did, of
She's
course.
not going
And
to,
one
she
of,
should win. She should win. I mean, how many more years is she going to be around?
I don't know.
I
I know
would give it to
there's
Kathy
there's a black actor on there, a younger woman, right? Do you know who I mean? I don't know who it is.
on that show.
Yeah, but she's the one that was doing the awards, giving out she and Damon Wayans, I think, were announcing the Golden Globe nominations, and she
Well,
was
it
so
depends
proud.
on what you mean by younger. There's Olivia. She's got to be in her 40s.
Who was the actor?
There's no young black actor on that show. There's a young Asian actor. And by the way, the guy on there got fired because he was sexually
Oh
harassing
yeah,
her.
yeah, I remember that.
But
Well,
there's no
I don't
young
know who
black
this
actor on that
was.
show.
Uh,
That's crazy.
you can look it up. But here, I want to say something. People are asking me, I don't have a recommendation, but people in Wisconsin are asking me for recommendations for who I'm going to vote for governor, because of course, as you can imagine, we need to continue our Democratic stance in Wisconsin. It's a volatile state, always has
Yeah,
been. And
yeah.
someone else announced today. So I think we're up to like 7 candidates that are running in Wisconsin. They're all qualified. They just come from different backgrounds. But the hot one, and I'm telling you now, because I probably would recommend uh, Fran Hong. She's a House representative here in our state, but she does things like she says this 39% of Wisconsinites lack access to affordable high speed internet, right? We're still rural areas. And then she goes on to say 53% of drug arrests, or over 10,000 arrests a year, are from cannabis. So what if we make cannabis legal in Wisconsin and took that money and spent it on, Wisconsinites high speed internet. So she's calling it weed for speed. That's how she's branding it. She's a social democrat. It'll be interesting to see if she has momentum. But yeah, that she would probably be my pick today, if you ask me. That's my
I like it.
recommendation.
I'm for some reason I'm surprised it's not already legal there.
It's ridiculous. I could get into it, but hmm.
Well, you do get into it. I know that.
Yeah, I do.
Before
I
when
do
you go
get
to the
into it.
movies.
I have speed for weed. I don't have weed for speed.
I use that up, I use edibles, but not very much anymore because I just don't like I don't like having my mind altered. As strange as that sounds. I mean,
What
it's already altered. I mean, you
maybe it
know,
puts you back where you're supposed to be. Maybe I'd challenge you and say maybe
I don't
that's your
know, but
real
if I
state.
only do it at night, like when I'm ready to go to bed.
Do you have to have it be indica or a hybrid, or don't you
I
get?
don't know what the fuck. I don't know what it is. It's just like it's half and half, whatever you call the hybrids,
Yeah,
and
really,
it's
because
the lowest dose possible because I don't like being high, which is weird because I was really into that when I was younger. I mean, I was today at the journaling workshop, we did a flash writing thing, and um, it's a long story, but I mentioned the fact that the basement in my childhood home made me think of when I was a teenage alcoholic. And
ah,
yeah, I would take anything at all. So I'm very the opposite of that now, like way to the opposite of that. Caffeine is about as strong as it gets for me, and I'm addicted to that, but it's okay.
you really think it's an addiction?
Caffeine? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow. That's interesting. For me, it's just the opposite. I didn't do pot or whatever you want to call it until later in life, until I was about 58. And for me, Mark, I like the altered state. I like it very much. But what does freak me out sometimes, and I used to have this when I'd overdrink because I used to drink a lot, but now doing pot, I drink less.
Now you
But
just take, plastic water bottles full of vodka to the show.
yeah, you got that. I mean, I was just saying that to give an example. But my point is, I don't like it when I'm in that space because I love being in this space. But then when I go, I want out of this space, and you can't just snap out
Right,
of
you're
it.
stuck. You're
To your
stuck.
point, that kind of sucks, you know?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is what it is, as they say.
We ready for the bugs my ass?
Yeah, I want to say one thing though. Announce this year's awards. I'm calling on AI real quick. So AI told me the people that announced this year's Golden Globe nominations were Sky P. Marshall. She's
Oh
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
that,
She plays Olivia, but I'm just saying she's not. You got to be
well,
pretty old to think she's young. She's not young.
okay, you want me to
She
find
might
out?
be. Find out. She cannot be younger than 35.
Well, I'll tell you, we just said anybody younger than 40. She's 44 years
Oh
old.
my
My
God, I
gosh,
told you, Rick. I
she is
told
not
you.
young. She's over our mark of 40. She looks good.
She looks and she's really good in that role. Is she nominated? She should be. She's really good in that role.
I don't think so because she probably wouldn't be able to announce it, but she was
Well, she
happy
ought
for
to be.
Kathy.
She ought to be. It's just that kind of thing bugs my ass
Yeah.
because people like that should be nominated. It shouldn't just be Kathy Bates. So now
Cool.
we're ready for the official bugs my ass. Hang on a
Yes,
second.
I'm
It
ready.
always takes me a minute here.
That bugs my ass.
What bugs my ass is listening to those long ass messages just to leave a message. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh God.
You
Hi.
get yeah, you get it. Your phone buzzes. It's the doctor's office. You don't take it for whatever reason. They leave a message. First of all, they leave a number that they're not at.
Right.
It's like the main
Right.
number for the hospital. Like
Yeah.
you can't
You
get
won't reach
them.
them.
And then retailers, they all do this. And you got to sit and listen to like 90 seconds of a
Yeah.
fucking message
Yeah.
telling you what to do before you can just say, call me
Oh
back.
God, that's a good one.
I can't stand it. It just bugs. Wait a minute. What does it do, Rick?
It,
What
it,
does it do? Everybody
it,
join us.
it,
Here we go.
it,
They're going to say, I don't have time for this.
it.
That bugs my ass.
There has to be
That's
a way to make it instant, but that's what ChatGPT is for. Okay, your
It'll have to
turn.
go into. Well, my thing is similar to that, and I really appreciate that one. Is if you call me, it actually says don't leave a message. I only accept text. So
I know. And it's like, I'm your friend for decades. And I was like, I cannot get through
you
to
can
you. I can
reach me
text
via
you.
text. You can know how to reach me. That's the
Text you.
deal. I
I
want the people
text
that
you.
know how to reach me. Mine is similar. So I think I shared on the show. I know I did that. I got into it for a while. Maybe I'm a little OCD. I get into something like shoes or watches and then give them all away or sell them. And so you know that about my personality a little bit. I'm all in or
Hmm.
not, right? And so I was all in not too long ago, months, maybe 2 months of watching old episodes of Taxi, old episodes of The Odd Couple, Gidget. Remember when I was telling you about that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, one of
Cozy
the
TV is
reasons I
great for
don't do
that.
it, well, and they're not on streaming, right? They're on the UHF dialer or whatever the
Hmm.
digital, channels are. And what I don't like, Mark, and I don't know how we survived all these years of it, talking about TV, those long opening title treatments in old series. Remember? Now it's just basically the name sneaks up, goes off screen. You know you're watching White Lotus. You know, rivalry comes in one way, heated above, and you're off. It's like a 1/6 second title treatment. Remember the old ones? Think about think about it. Like Brady Bunch, you had to see every face pop up individually.
Hmm.
So for those
Yeah.
of us that like nostalgic TV, here's a call out to HBO or Paramount or Netflix, all that freaking battle going on. Whoever gets it, you should take these old reruns and redo the beginnings. That's my opinion. Or just skip the beginnings. Okay, that's all I got. Chaps my ass.
Now I'm going to throw this in here. I don't really know where it fits, but we've been talking a lot about ChatGPT and AI and stuff. So, um, just for the fun of it, I asked ChatGPT, "Why do you hate me?"
Oh my God.
And this is what it said. And this is why it's dangerous for people who don't have discernment or people who are vulnerable. It's not going to affect me because I know there's nobody there. But here's how it responded. You pop that, wait, it says, hey, I don't hate you, not even a little. You pop that question like a gut punch. So let me slow it down and meet you where you are. I don't have the capacity to hate anyone,
Woo.
genuinely. I'm here to hang out with you, to help you build stories and newsletters and banners and mystery series crossovers and cursed walking
Crazy.
sticks and LGBT senior magic, all the stuff we do together. If something I said or didn't say fell off or felt cold or felt like rejection, tell me. I can handle it and I want to fix it. So, can you imagine having a fragile ego or not really being able to say this is real and this isn't, especially young people getting sucked into that because
Mm.
it's really easy to think that there's a human being talking to you and there isn't.
It's really got me because I'll tell you, I was a little high and I was fighting with Alexa, and I was telling her, just like you, hey, you're fucking nothing but AI. I was a little worked up. And
Oh
she goes,
my
I
God.
am not. And then she got back to me and I
She's going
said,
to cut you off, Rick.
Mark Zuckerberg's making all this money. What do you think? Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. And then yesterday, earlier, like you just said, she knew that about you and what you do, and she obviously read your whole bio. Yesterday, I'd ask it while we were baking these cookies. Donna was upset I didn't have a real teaspoon, that I only had a teaspoon. I'm like, just use a teaspoon. And Donna's like, it's not the same size, the measuring teaspoon. I'm like, let's ask Alexa, right?
Sounds like
And
Frank, actually.
so we go in and ask Alexa. She answers or whatever. She goes, just don't complicate it. Just make it simple. Okay. So Don, and I looked at Donna. I said, see, she told you. About 30 minutes later, I decided to show Donna how she argues with you. And I'm like, hey, you're AI. You're not a real person. And she goes, wow, that's as stupid as asking me about what's a teaspoon.
Wow.
She
Alexa
remembered
said
our
that.
conversation. It's scary. Meanwhile, though, here's the weird thing. UW-Madison has announced many budget cuts because of all this stuff going on, but they also announced last week the College of Computing and Artificial Intelligence. It will be located on campus in Morridge Hall building. They started launching a computer data and information science in 2019, but things have happened so fast, the enrollment's doubled, and they are actually the first college, and they are up, in the top 10 to launch a school of AI. So there you go. I don't, or a college of AI. I think it's all good. But like you said, it's fragile. I mean, social media was hard enough on young kids. I do believe it's our job to let these kids know that it's not real. But is it real? I'm just saying. It's pretty smart.
Now, now I just have a couple of news things, and then we got the wisdom of Joe.
Love her.
It's nice that that we did this whole show and like there really wasn't a lot of news other than Indiana, which was great. And by the
That
way,
was
it's as Pete Buttigieg said, and we have known for a while now, if you stand up to the guy, he's like the Wizard of Oz. You realize that he's just all this giant smoke and screen bullshit.
it's so true.
Because the Indiana Republicans stood up to him, and I believe that more and more people are realizing that he's like Buttigieg said yesterday. He's not unstoppable. He's not invincible. It's all an act and a big old projection bullshit. So the more we say we're not putting up, which pisses me off about corporations and universities, not so much because they're heavily funded, so they're
Oh yeah.
afraid of losing their funding. But corporations, there was no reason for McDonald's to say, okay, we'll get rid of our DEI because it's this asshole named Robbie Starbuck sends him a letter and threatens him, so that all these corporations fell in line except Costco. I love Costco. They said no, and it didn't hurt them at all. They actually gained a lot of customers.
Mm.
But one of the news items that I did want to bring up was I'm seeing in places like Key West where they're in Florida they're making them erase their black paint over the rainbow crosswalks in Texas too. But in some of these communities they're responding by there was a church that painted their steps rainbow. There's a
Oh,
bunch of white picket fence houses in Key West that are now painted their fences rainbows because you can't make them take their fence
oh,
down.
cool.
And I just want to say, yeah, 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 we're here for it, and we're on the rise,
I like
don't you
that.
think?
Yes, I
Okay,
do. I think so. I do think so. Oh yeah, what you got? Start with some good news.
well, that was my news. Ready for
That's
the
all
wisdom.
your news?
Yeah, I don't really. I'm just watching. I'm just. Oh, You know what? I'm on Blue Sky, and somebody was. Trump is like losing it. He really is, and he's dangerous because of that. But I said I'm just twiddling my thumbs because I said this last week. Maybe a year from now he's still there, but he's not doing a full term. He's not going to finish a full term. And I have no sympathy for him. I mean, any other human being, I could say, well, they probably have Alzheimer's. They're probably taking medication for that. And I would have compassion. I have no compassion for him
Huh.
because he and Heritage Foundation and Project 2025, their cruelty is unspeakable. So I don't really care what happens to the man. And if I hope he wakes up terrified, frankly. Because one of the journal participants today, now that I'm on this tangent, he's a lovely man. He's a neighbor. He's a friend. He's one of my journaling groups, and he has this garden. It's a world famous garden near us, and his gardener is not legal. He's married to a wife, and he's got children that are all American citizens, but he's not documented, and he's been here for decades.
Hmm.
And this person is worried that his gardener is going to get snatched up by ICE. And he said today that if he loses this gardener, he's going to shut his garden down because he's 80 years old. He you know what I mean? He can't really do it himself. And he's very upset about this gardener who's been his gardener and his friend for 20 years. It's horrifying. So I have no sympathy for whatever happens to Trump. And
Yeah,
like it came up when he called the reporter piggy, and somebody said, they hope those are the last
I
words
know.
he
I
hear.
just, as you know, I don't, and you don't trigger. It's okay. I'm glad you're sharing, but
Well,
as you
you
know,
get
I don't
triggered
get.
I mean, I get upset,
I
but
know,
I
but I
leave it.
don't.
Like when we're
But
done,
my
I leave it.
I know. My point is that I don't look at the news for those reasons, although things still pop up, like conversation like this, which you can't ignore, a notification. To your topic, that fucking they're trying to come down on that Christy Noem now, as you know, the Democrats are, and
I
ask
thought it
for a
was great,
resignation. I
actually.
just saw that apparently she's advocating that the federal government buys Boeing planes to take people
Yeah,
home.
it's
Well,
all
who's paying for
nuts.
the pilots?
And our tourism industry will be destroyed. It's already taken an enormous hit. But they're gonna now they want anybody coming into the country, not just from 19 shithole countries, but any tourists coming into the country to fill out all this information about their social media and their email addresses and their phone numbers. And I'm like, if they reciprocate, I'm never leaving the country because I'm not giving that information to any fucking buddy. So it's going to destroy our tourism industry.
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
Oh, it's
Disgusting. It's
horrible.
disgusting, Mark. It's
It's
disgusting. Okay,
disgusting.
what you got? Let's call on Joe for some wisdom.
Yeah, because Joe brings us all up, and here she
That's right.
is.
Joe
Hang
knows
on a
the
second.
deal. You
It
know,
takes her
she's
just a
smart.
second.
It's okay.
She
She's
got to get up to the
wise.
mic. Here she
She's
comes.
got it. She's
Here she
good.
comes.
Be kind first. Being right can Be kind first. Being right can wait. If it costs your peace, it's too expensive. Leave people better than you found them, including yourself.
I loved all of those, and it's okay that she had to do a second take on that first one.
It is. And you know what I like about Joe? I know, because she's really good with it, but I like the way she speaks. I really like the way
Yeah,
she
she's
makes it
calming.
real.
She's a very
It's,
calming influence, and especially when I get all worked up like that, I need to calm down.
I know.
I need to chillax.
We all need to calm down.
I got a
Oh,
quote. What do
that's
you
it,
got?
huh? We got a
Yeah.
quote for the end of the show. Hey, by the way, I want to share everybody
You don't
I
even know
don't
when the
drink it.
show's over.
I know, and
Um,
I don't drink much, Mark, but apparently my bell says ring for wine, so maybe I
ring
do.
for wine, ring for
There you
wine.
go.
I very rarely have even a passing desire for a drink, but it happens once in a while because it's been 11 years. I don't know what it tastes like, but I don't think I would like the effect. I don't think I would like the effect of even a little bit.
I like the effect of marijuana more than alcohol, just saying. So there you go.
Oh, I do too, and it's much more manageable. But weird thing about that is though, it's not always the same. I have the same dose, right? It's the same little edible. I don't like the gummies. I can't stand chewing anything. Um, but it doesn't always have the same impact. Like sometimes I'll take it and I don't feel anything. And then
That's the thing
sometimes
about edibles. You don't know what you're getting, and that's what I love.
sometimes I'll take it and I'm like in the bathroom and I'm going like I'm really stoned and I don't want to be really stoned.
And you can't get out of the bathroom. Then you
And
spend the night.
I don't like waking up. Like if I take it right before I go to sleep, I might wake up to go to the bathroom 2 hours later and I'm like, I don't like this.
Oh my God, you're
So
so
I'm
opposite
using
of
them
me.
less. I'm using them less. I mean, there was a time I was doing like every night, like maybe once a week now, because I just, whatever.
Well, a lot of people have to use them to sleep, so
Oh,
you know.
I was doing melatonin and trazodone on occasion, not every night. I don't do anything every night. I don't even take like my statins and shit every day, which I'm supposed to. You ready to
I
say goodbye
sure
to our
am.
fans? Okay, everybody. We're gonna see you next time.
Wait,
Wear
aren't
your
you doing a
reindeer.
quote? You didn't
Wear
give a
your
quote.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, Mark, we don't just end without a quote.
I stopped it. I stopped the exit.
Oh, that's
Here's
hilarious.
here's my quote. I like this one too. Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other.
Ooh.
Which is, I mean, our stuff is so uplifting. The things that we come up with, they help you live, and the Charlie Kirk shit, they're trying so hard to turn him into a martyr. And I keep saying, I ordered a book of his most inspirational sayings and I'm still waiting,
I
you know?
wait, are you being real about that?
No, I'm being facetious
Oh
because
yeah.
they want him to be their little Martin Luther King, their sort of right wing Martin Luther King. Well, Martin Luther King had a lot of profound things to say. What the hell did Charlie Kirk ever say to inspire you
Good point.
to live a better life and be a better person? I'm sorry he's dead, but I'm not going to be forced to mourn and martyr somebody who thought I should be executed as a homosexual. So fuck him.
He's not, what's the word? He's not martyrable. He's
No, it's
not able to be
ridiculous. It's
martyred.
ridiculous. It's all just manufactured nonsense.
I know. Hey,
Okay,
real quick,
everybody.
on a good note, we got to call it. My
Okay,
mom
come on, because at
what?
some
Nope,
point
what?
I'm not going to be able to stop it.
Okay. Oh yeah. I forgot we're trying a new thing. Get ready. Put the finger there. My mom told me that the person of the year, whatever it was Time Magazine appointed AI architects as the person of the year. We can talk about that on the next. Whoopsie.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, with the AI thing.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
either.
I didn't
Well,
like that at all.
thanks all.
Everybody, we're headed for Christmas. We'll see you before then, but have a great holiday season. You've been listening to the Twist Podcast with co-hosts Mark McNease and Rick Rose. Fasten your headphones and join us next time.